Hi, Gary Klaben here. You know, the number one concern of parents and grandparents for their children is their education. Intrinsically, how they handle money, that's very important, but extrinsically, what it's going to cost to get that child through college. Very important. And the stats bear it out. In 2003, there was $230 billion of outstanding student debt. In 2016, that went up to $1.3 trillion, a 500% increase. That's huge. The 2016-2017 year, academic year, shows that average cost for private education is $45,370, and for public, $26,100. Now, with all that in mind, this is a really important decision because it's going to be the biggest debt that a child's going to have, other than maybe their loan on their home. It's a three-step process. The first one is planning. We have 5 factors here. The first one is the school going to be public or private? That makes a big difference for funding enough money to pay for it. Number 2, how many years are there to fund? Depending on how old the child is, how many years it will be. Number 3, are there going to be any scholarships? Tough to figure, but let's see if that comes into play or not. Number 4, there's going to be some kind of work study. I think it'll take a year off to be able to save us some money so they can help fund that college education. And finally, what that loan total is going to be if you can't fully fund for that college education. Step 2 is monitoring. Well, how is the money's being set aside accumulating, and will that get to the goal that's being set? Second, changes to the funding. It could be technology change. It could be changes to the cost of education. It could be other changes in the way we consume education that would make a difference as to how much to fund for. And the third, the child themselves. Are they going to go to a technical school? Maybe not college at all. Or are they going to go all the way up to professional level where they've got 3, 4, 5, 6 years after undergraduate studies? Finally, selecting college. The very first thing is to get kind of an idea of what will be the income coming out of that college. Could it be $40,000 a year or $70,000 a year or something in between? That makes a big difference of what that loan might be for augmenting if it's not fully funded by the accumulation of monies for that college education. 2, scholarships. Are they into play or not in play here? Is there a work-study program? We're going to take a year off, as I said earlier. Or are there other alternatives? And number 3, now you can go through and find the schools that fit that particular funding and loan and everything else related to that child going to school. You know, it's so very important to make sure this is a really good, smart decision. You have to do a lot of upfront thinking, otherwise you can run into the problems that a lot of young graduates right now are facing with very high loans that they can't service based on their current income. Now, we can give you some help here. Call us. Come on in. We'll help you walk through the whole 3-step process to make sure you make a really great, smart decision about college funding. Until next time, enjoy.